In fact, I don't even need sauce, tell you the truth. Mm. Can you hear that crunch? Are we rolling? Okay, action. So, in today's video, I'm gonna show you guys how to make the best, the most delicious, the most crispiest chicken wings you've ever had. Now, believe it or not, other than these wings right here, I'm only gonna be using one other ingredient in this recipe. Now, before you guys click off and you're thinking to yourself, okay, wait a minute. I already know what the ingredient is. You're gonna deep fry them. You need a deep fryer and you're gonna be using oil. Well, I'm gonna tell you guys something. I, in fact, don't have a deep fryer in my house as well. And this recipe is super easy. It's gonna be the one other ingredient is something that you can go buy at the grocery store. You guys are gonna be able to do this at home. However, before we get into it, I'm gonna ask you guys one thing. I'm gonna ask you guys to consider, if you haven't already, subscribing to my channel. And also to like this video, because it's really gonna help the algorithm get this video out there and help my channel grow. But okay, other than that, let's get into it. So the one ingredient that I'm gonna use today to get these wings super crispy is baking powder. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Okay, baking powder, we're not baking a cake here. No, we are not baking a cake. But guys, baking powder is the secret ingredient. So basically what baking powder does, I guess it kind of works like flour or cornstarch, except better, because the chemical reaction that baking powder does to food is it pulls out moisture out of the food. So when I lather these chicken wings with this baking powder and I throw it in the air fryer, it's gonna make the skin super crispy, crispier than any other chicken that you've ever had. And this is the secret recipe here, guys. There's no flour involved, no cornstarch, no tapioca powder, nothing, just baking powder. So let's get into it. I'm gonna show you guys how this works. Okay, so one of the first things I do wanna do first is I wanna get my wings rinsed first. I wanna get them clean. So I'm just gonna give them a rinse first. And now that my wings are nice and dry and clean, we can put the baking powder. Okay, and so this is just store-bought baking powder, which costs like, I don't know, I'm in Thailand right now, so this cost me about 100 baht, which is about $2. And I think that would be the same price pretty much anywhere else if you do the exchange rate in whatever country you're in. But yeah, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of baking powder. Maybe we'll put a little bit more, and it's gonna work just like flour or cornstarch, but instead of flour or cornstarch, it's baking powder. So we're gonna give this a mix right here, make sure that they're all covered. And you can really see that baking powder is already working its magic. Like it's kind of like fizzing, like bubbling. It's got a chemical reaction. All right, so now we're just gonna pop this into the air fryer. We're going to choose our chicken settings, and we're going to put the time up to 25 minutes. Maybe we'll go 30 minutes, 28 minutes, and start. So as you guys can see here, I've got the wings in the air fryer going right now. And so this is a super cool air fryer. So you guys are probably looking at this and saying, okay, that's not an air fryer, that's a toaster oven. But in fact, guys, this is a 2024 air fryer that I bought here in Thailand. It's really cool. So yeah, it does look like a toaster oven, but it's the same concept as an air fryer inside there. And so we'll just wait for this 28 minutes, maybe 25 minutes or less. I'm gonna check on it. And when they're done, we'll see you guys when they're done. Okay, so now that these wings are officially done, you can see how crispy and golden brown they are. They look like they've got a layer of like cornstarch or flour on them, but no, in fact, you guys saw when these went into the oven, they pretty much look clear because the baking powder had dissolved. Well, now you can see how crispy these wings really are. Like you can see that, like if I like scratch it with my nail, you can see that that is super crispy, guys. Okay, so the moment of truth. Look at this wing right here, guys. If I scratch it, you can like hear that crunch. And I'm gonna bite into it. You guys are gonna hear it. Perfectly cooked. Perfect. I'm telling you guys. So you guys saw when I popped them into the air fryer. No oil, no salt, no pepper, nothing. Just baking powder. And guys, the natural flavor of the chicken wing is so delicious. And I mean, it's not to say I don't want to put some hot sauce on it or maybe some barbecue sauce. I'm probably going to do that after I turn the camera off. But alone, by itself, just the baking powder, this is the perfect chicken wing, guys. And in fact, I don't even need sauce, tell you the truth. Can you hear that crunch? Anyways, the perfect chicken wing right there. Catch you guys in the next one.